You ever notice how rejection hurts, but silence haunts? Rejection is sharp, clean. It cuts once, maybe twice, and then it leaves you bleeding but aware. You know what happened. You know where you stand. You can curse it, hate it, grow from it, or numb yourself to it. But silence doesn't cut, it lingers. It wraps around your thoughts like fog, slowly choking clarity out of your mind. And before you even realize it, you're trapped inside your own head. Let me explain something most men never fully understand. When a woman rejects you, your brain processes it like a loss. Simple, clear. It's like hearing, "No, I'm not interested." Your ego takes a hit. Your chest tightens. Maybe you feel embarrassed, maybe even angry. But your mind has closure. There's a full stop at the end of that sentence, game over. But when she goes silent, no reply, no explanation, no closure, your brain doesn't know where the sentence ends, so it keeps writing. You check your phone, nothing. Maybe she's busy. You wait, still nothing. Now your brain starts whispering, "Did I say something wrong? Was I too much? Is she losing interest?" And suddenly you're not just waiting for a message anymore, like you're questioning your entire identity. Here's where it gets dangerous. Silence creates uncertainty. And uncertainty is something the male brain hates more than pain. Pain is predictable, uncertainty is not. When you don't know what's happening, your brain goes into survival mode. It starts scanning for threats, replaying conversations, analyzing every word you said like it's evidence in a crime scene. You remember that one message, that one joke, that one moment you double-texted. And now, in your head, that tiny moment becomes the reason everything fell apart. But here's the truth. It's not about what you said. It's about what you don't know. Silence forces your brain to fill in the blanks. And your brain? It doesn't fill those blanks with confidence. It fills them with fear. You see, rejection gives you something solid to stand on. Silence gives you nothing. It's like standing on quicksand. The more you think, the deeper you sink. Let me tell you something real. Most men don't get addicted to women. They get addicted to uncertainty. That maybe, that what if. That small chance that she might text back. Because as long as there's uncertainty, there's hope, and hope is a powerful drug. Think about it. If she rejected you outright, you'd feel bad, but you'd move on faster. You'd hit the gym, focus on your work, talk to other women, rebuild. But silence keeps you stuck in between. Not rejected, not accepted, just suspended. And that's where anxiety lives. You wake up thinking about it. You go to sleep checking your phone. Every notification gives you a rush. Every silence gives you a crash. You're not living your life anymore. You're waiting for hers to respond. And the worst part, you start losing respect for yourself. Because deep down, you know, you wouldn't ignore someone you actually cared about. So if she's silent, what does that say? But instead of accepting that truth, your brain fights it. It creates excuses. Maybe she's overwhelmed. Maybe something happened. Maybe she just needs space. And just like that, you keep yourself emotionally hooked to someone who's already checked out. This is where most men lose, not in rejection, but in silence, because rejection challenges your ego. Silence challenges your self-worth. Let's go deeper. Silence triggers something primal. Back in the day, being ignored by your tribe meant danger, isolation, abandonment. Your brain hasn't evolved past that. So when someone you're emotionally invested in goes silent, your system reacts like you've been cut off from survival itself. That's why your chest feels heavy. That's why your thoughts spiral. That's why you can't focus on anything else. It's not just about her. It's about what her silence represents. Rejection says, "You're not the one for me." Silence says, "You're not even worth an answer." And that hits deeper than most men are willing to admit. But here's the shift you need to make. Silence is an answer. It's just not the one you wanted. A woman who wants you doesn't go silent. She doesn't leave you guessing. She doesn't make you question your worth. When interest is real, communication is effortless, not perfect, but consistent. So if you're sitting there staring at your phone, wondering why she hasn't replied, you're asking the wrong question. The question isn't, why is she silent? The question is, why am I still waiting? Because every minute you spend analyzing her silence and you're abandoning yourself. Let me be blunt. You don't need closure. You want comfort. You want her to say something that softens the blow, something that makes it easier to accept. But life doesn't always give you that. Sometimes the only closure you get is silence. And the way you respond to that silence, that defines you. You can chase it, overthink it, lose sleep over it, or you can interpret it for what it is, a lack of interest, and move accordingly. Because a man who values himself doesn't beg for clarity. He moves on without it. Now listen carefully. This doesn't mean you become cold. It doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop investing your energy where it's not being returned. There's a difference between patience and self-abandonment. Most men confuse the two. Patience is waiting with self-respect. Self-abandonment is waiting while losing yourself. And silence? Silence exposes which one you're doing. So the next time this happens, and it will happen, don't rush to your phone. Don't rewrite your last message. Don't send that follow-up text just to check in. Pause, breathe, and ask yourself one question. If I mattered to her, would I feel this confused? You already know the answer. And once you accept that, something shifts. The anxiety fades. The overthinking slows down. And for the first time, you're not reacting, you're choosing to walk away, choosing to protect your energy, choosing yourself. Because at the end of the day, silence only has power over you if you keep listening to it. So stop listening, start moving, and let your absence answer her silence. Because the strongest message you can send is no message at all.